You are welcome to our live stream. My name is Jonathan Gaba. I am going to be doing English language as we discussed previously. Today is Thursday, Thursday, 26th of March 2020. I am going to be taking you through letter writing. Letter writing is a very essential aspect in learning. We do letter writing in very many aspects. We write to our employers asking for jobs. We write to condolence messages. We write very many things. So we need to have the skills. Last time we had the broadcast, I was sharing with you how to write an informal letter. Today we are going to discuss writing a formal letter. Formal letters. Formal letters. Surprisingly, formal letters are not only for passing purposes or for children to pass, but they are also necessary for parents, for everyone in the community. This is a chance for you to learn with us how to write a formal letter. Writing a formal letter. Okay, a formal letter is also called a business letter. It is also called an official letter. So all those names are given to this kind of letter. On the contrary, we have informal letters. These are personal letters or friendly letters, depending on what you may choose to call it. But today we are discussing formal letters. If you want to find out if you want to find something more about informal letters, you can go down in our comment box. We shall share with you the video we did previously. Now let's look at the structures of a formal letter. A formal letter, unlike informal letters, must have two addresses, must have the date, must have the salutation, it must have the reason, it must have the body, which is broken down into three classes. We have the introduction, the reason, and the conclusion. Then it must have the complementary clause. Then you sign, and later you can write your name. So we are going to discuss one component after the other. Let's start with the address. The address, let's consider this school where we are. The school is called Vision for Africa Primary School. Vision for Africa Primary School. Primary School. Last time we shared about the punctuation of the date, rather the punctuation of the address. We said we can choose to put here a comma, and then this school must have a box number because it is a school, which is 675. Then after that we put another comma. Then where is this box number is the next question, and we can find out that this box number is in, let's say, Mukono. Then after this, because we have come to the end of our address, we put here a full stop. This is how we are supposed to punctuate our address. A comma, and a full stop. Contrary, if you're writing, there is a development these days where people write their names and as part of their addresses. That one is allowed, but you mention your name, the place where you are found, and perhaps the district where that place is found. That makes up the address. After that, we tend to write we skip a line for candidates, we skip a line, and then we write the date. Like today's date, you can choose to put the day of the week as part of it, or you may not put it there. We may choose to start with 26th of March 2020. Now we discussed about these TH, ST, these figures that are put on the date to show positions. And we said they are not supposed to be put up as superscripts. We said they are supposed to be put on the same line as other letters, because they are also letters indicating positions. We also discussed and agreed that we do not need a full stop at the end of the date, because this is not a sentence. You can go on and put questions about anything in the comment box. We shall be answering them one by one. After the address, the date, we have to put the receiver's address, the person to whom you are writing. And this person should be addressed with article the, not to. There is a misconception there. Some people say to, but the right thing is supposed to be the. You say, maybe you're writing to the head teacher of another secondary school. Let's say you were a candidate at this school. You are writing to ask for a place in Senior 1 at Mengo Senior Secondary School. So you're going to write and say, the head teacher. Remember, head teacher are 2 words. This comma will show of Mengo Senior School. Mengo Senior School. Mengo Senior School. And then you put another comma. This school must be having a box number. And let's say P.O. Box. Let's say 755. Where, let's say the school is in Kampala. The box number is in Kampala. We put here our full stop. This is going to serve as our receiver's address. The address's address. This one sometimes is called the addresser's address. This one is sometimes called the address's address. So don't be confused. Receiver's address, address's address, all the same. But mark, this is the, not to. It's supposed to be the. Then after here, we go to the salutation. Now, a salutation is a very critical part of a letter. You must be knowing you must be in position to salute well, because the salutation will directly influence your complementary clause. So you must be in position to salute well. Like, if you know the head teacher of this school, if you know that the head teacher is a man, then you can say, dear sir. If you know the head teacher, if you enjoy a certain relationship, then you can say, dear Mr. John. If you know the head teacher and you enjoy a certain relationship, you can salute by mentioning the name with the title. But if you don't know, like we don't know the head teacher of Mengo Senior School, then we shall leave it open by saying, dear sir, stroke, madam. This one saves us from calling a man a woman or a woman a man. So you leave it open. If they find that the head teacher is a man, it is okay, sir will work. If they find that the head teacher is a woman, still madam will work. So you don't need to bother if you are not sure of the person you are writing to. Now there is a problem here, sometimes saluting. They often tell children to write to their head teachers. Like in an apology letter, they tell you, write your head teacher. And then children put, dear sir or madam. This is wrong, because you cannot be in a school where you don't know the head teacher. You must be knowing either your head teacher is a man or a woman. So you need to be sure when you're writing to your own head teacher. So this one can only work when you're writing to the person you are not sure of in terms of gender. So this one will work as our salutation. After our salutation, we are supposed to put our reason. Now, very many people, I request my cameraman to focus right here, and we go to the other part of the chalkboard. Thank you. Reason. Very many people write reason with the capital E. That is out of order, because RE, when the E is capital, is religious education in the dictionary. But R with lowercase e is what is represented as reason. Now, your reason must be well written in capital letters. And to make it more meaningful, let your reason be a noun. And to make it still more meaningful, you can give it an article. If you're writing an apology, you say an apology letter. If you're writing an application, you can say an application letter. So we are writing an application letter. Say an application letter for a vacancy. For a vacancy in senior 1. In senior 1. Then, after that, you must underline your reason. Must underline your reason. Thank you. Now, when you're writing your reason, make sure that your reason is precise and concise, is both brief and meaningful. Don't write exaggerated reasons. 3 sentences, that's not going to be a reason. Make sure that when the person reads your reason, gets a gist of what is in the letter. And make sure that your reason is written in capital letters. And yes. So we shall continue after the reason, we can now go to the body. Remember, we shared that the body must have 3 parts. The body must have what we call the introduction. It must have the gists, the reason as why you're writing the letter, and then it must have the conclusion. So let's sink in the introduction for the reason. You're going to say, very many people choose to start their letters by saying, I hereby submit my letter. We can also go the old way and choose to write like that. I hereby submit my application to your office. You can to your office to request for a place in senior 1. Now, why do we write the introduction? We write the introduction because you cannot just enter someone's office. You must be able to knock on someone's office. You knock. When you knock on someone's office, this is our knocking in the letter. So after that, I hereby submit. You give a person the reason to continue and try to be brief. Don't use very many words. So we are going to write, and now we can sink in the reason as well we are writing. Then we can choose to say, I have written this letter to us for a place in your school in senior 1. Maybe you can say, having finished my primary section at Vision for Africa. Primary school. Now, try your level best to avoid. Try your level best This one? Having finished. Okay, we have omitted something. Having finished. How can we? Okay. We have omitted something. Let's say having here. Having, because we don't want to erase, we don't have a lot of time. Having finished. Okay. Having finished my primary school, I was saying that try your level best to avoid using very many words. Number two, try as much as you can to avoid short forms. I would just say primary PS, but I can't because we are writing a business letter and we should try our level best to avoid short forms. You can briefly, because as a candidate, you must have got your pass slip, you must have got your results, and this is why you're applying for a post. So for a vacancy, so you can tell him briefly what you got. Let's say I got aggregate 7 in primary living examination. In primary living examination. Now, for a parent who is there, you may not write exactly like this. I think yours will, if you are writing to apply for a job, you will write slightly something here, then you change something slightly here, and for you here, you will basically talk about yourself. I am male Ugandan, aged 26, having gotten experience in doing ABC, you put it right here. Now, having tried to talk about yourself, you can now go to the conclusion and you say, I am looking forward to attending structure, to attending the interviews and providing all the necessary information. Now, we are going to go to another part that is rather not so common, but don't be shocked if it comes one day. They ask you to enclose. In case you wanted to enclose, how do we enclose something in a letter? In our school system right now, if you ask a child to write a letter with an enclosure, it will be a tug of war because there are things that children are no longer learning in schools. But we are going to talk about it here, right here, slightly. How do we enclose? I'll request my camera people to move with me right here. And we share with our viewers how to enclose. Even you as a parent, when you're writing a letter and you want to show the reader that in the same partial, in the same envelope, you have put something else, another document. You are going to write the word entry and you dot it once. Entry is a short form for enclosures. It shows that in the same partial, you have put another document. So, when you put entry, you write the document name that you have attached. For example, we're writing here, we expected to put the recommendation letter. So we are going to say recommendation letter. And you are compelled to mention the number of documents you have put there. So the recommendation letter is 1. Then you put a comma. When you put a comma, you can mention another document that you have enclosed within the partial or within the same letter. Then after writing your entry or your enclosures, showing the reader of the recipient of the letter that within that letter you have put other documents. So when a person lands on such a thing, on inquiry and its recommendation letter, a person will try to go down and find the recommendation letter that you have attached. So after that, we can now write what we call the complementary clause. The complementary clause entirely depends on the salutation, as I told you. If you said, dear sir or madam, it means that this person does not know you and you don't know this person, so there is need for faith. Why are we, there is need for faith for this person to believe that what you have written is exactly what you meant, or is exactly what it is, because we have people writing fake letters, faking documents, faking identities, faking small stuff. So you must ensure, you must ensure that your reader or recipient receives the letter with faith. So this is why we say yours faithfully. Faithfully. Yours faithfully. Then here we shall put our comma. After putting that comma, we can now put our signatures if we have. But at primary 7, we believe our children have not developed the signature, so they put their names in lowercase. For example, Senkara Jude. This is believed to be your signature. Then you come down and you write your name in the capital letters. Senkara Jude. So this is the right formatting. Now, if you said, dear Mr. Let's say, dear Mr. Ronald, or dear Mr. Yes, dear Mr. Ronald, in your salutation, here you will not put faithfully, because you already enjoy that kind of belief and faith within each other. So you will say yours sincerely. Then there is a blunder made by very many students, very many candidates. Very many candidates. Very many candidates expect. We are sorry for that. Very many candidates make an error and they put an apostrophe here. It is not necessary. When you put an apostrophe here, you are saying, or you are literally writing, saying, your is faithful, which is not this one is supposed to be a possessive pronoun showing that yours. Me, I belong to you, so I am yours. This is why we do not put the apostrophe there. Once again, I want to take you through. So when you write like this, you have finished your formal letter. Your formal letter is done. So once again, I want to take you through. I will request my camera people to take us back to the first board, and then we see right from the beginning how we started. We started with the address, and we said the address must have the physical location, the box number, and the district where that person is from, where the box number is. Actually, this district here, or this larger place here, is not where this place, this physical location is. It is where the box number is. It's where the box number is. It can be Vision for Africa and it is in Mukono, but its box number is in Karanga. So you will not put Mukono here, you will put Karanga. Then we talked about the date, and we said the date must be written like that, the same way. Then we talked about the receiver's address, which is also supposed to be written like this, with the article that. We did not put to. And then the punctuation, you should mark the punctuations of the addresses, because it contributes. Then we talked about the salutation. Then the salutation, we said, if you're not sure of the person you're writing to, you can say sir or madam. If you're sure that the person is a man, then there is no need for madam. You say dear sir. If you're sure that the person is a woman, there is no need for sir. You just say dear madam. We went and talked about the reason, and we said the two reasons here. One, Do not write RE in capital letters. That one will be religious education. Rather, you are supposed to write RE with lowercase e, which means reason. You can refer to your dictionaries. Then we said that try your level best to make it a noun. Do not say applying. Don't say applying or apologizing. Make it a noun and give it an article where possible. You can say an application letter. An application, or if you can say, you can also say an apology letter. You can say the request or a request. So whatever you want, but try your level best for the first word to be a noun, not a verb. So forget about saying applying, forget about saying apologizing, forget about those things. Then we said here you can now go down to the body and you talk about the introduction. After the introduction, you knock on someone's office. Then after the introduction, you can discuss why you have written the letter. Then you write your conclusion. After your conclusion, you can enclose something in your letter. After enclosing something, you can as well write the complementary clause, which entirely depends on what we shared about earlier, the salutation. Then the issue is, the last part of it is the signature and the name, where people tend to make mistakes and they put full stops. Then we shall ask you, is this a sentence? An examiner will just circle the full stop and will not give you a mark. So when you're writing your salutations, your names, do not put there anything like a full stop. I want to say thank you for following and for following the lesson and for subscribing. I also request you to continue sharing the video with friends and with family. English, unlike other subjects, is continuous. However big you are, you need to learn English. You need to learn formal English. There is speaking English and being able to analyze and write English. So besides the other skills, anyone can speak, but you must be able to at least learn the formal English and how things are done. How do I write an application? How do I write a request? How do I do this? How do I do this? It will save you from very many things. So continue following us up. We are always streaming live the lessons. Yesterday we had science. Tomorrow we are likely to have mathematics right here. Feel free to leave your question in the comment box. We shall be replying. May God bless you, and if you want to support us still, you can just click on the names and then you send us a message, a DM in our inbox so that we can get in touch. We support each other in terms of data and stuff like that. We love you. Remember, wash your hands thoroughly. Remember to keep a distance. Remember to, if you have signs and symptoms of COVID-19, keep home. Do not mix up with the masses so that we can fight this disease, so that we can get back to school very soon. Very soon. And then lastly, pray. There is hope in the Bible, and there is hope continuously. The Bible says that if my people who are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face, then shall I hear from heaven, and I will heal their land, and I will forgive their sins. So it is only God who can protect us. I love you. God bless you.